You recently published a book called Unequivocal, wherein people can read your story. You lost your arm in war in Afghanistan. Very briefly, perhaps, just tell us how that happened.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, that's correct. I obviously joined the British military, South African born, seeking adventure, and it was on the second tour of my duty to Afghanistan when I was probably deployed on one of my final missions, final operations, a very successful operation, and heading back into the desert to where the helicopters were going to pick us up and fly us back to safety. We came across a Taliban stronghold, which we were unsure of why they were in the area. And then, yeah, a big firefight broke out. And about 40 minutes later, I was hit by an RPG, a rocket propelled grenade, and I sustained life-changing injuries. I've lost my left arm just above the elbow. I had a collapsed left lung, shrapnel wounds to my left side, which resulted in having a colostomy for about, I think it was 8 or 9 months. And then I also lost a third of muscle and tissue to my left upper thigh, and various other injuries to my left leg. So yeah, quite severe injuries.
Jaco, I can just imagine the trauma of waking up and realizing that you've lost a limb. You went through, I think, 18 operations, life-changing and life-saving operations. I can just imagine the trauma. Talk to me about how you managed to really get up again. We're going to talk about all the things you've achieved since, but how did you manage to get up again and now tackle your life as, I would like to call it, a differently abled person?
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was a very big shock. I was probably in some of the best shape of my life during that tour. I was very fit, I was very strong, and living a really good life. And then suddenly 6 days getting injured, and then waking up in a hospital, not being able to feed myself. I was drinking protein shakes through a straw.